Save me from the side of myself. I cannot look away. About to crash into my face. Just another day on the shelf. Pull me from my silhouette. Years have been astray. Now a broken shell remains. I cannot embrace what I regret. Round and round, around I go. The spinning makes me ill. An image held inside the very world I feel.
Right. Looks like we're heading into our bands here, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to CSC Counter-Strike Confederation stream. We have a vibrant match here as the bands are coming through, and look at that, an expected Anubis band. Weird pick by the Wagyu Warriors for Inferno. What are we thinking about that, Mr. Freeman?
Yeah, that's interesting for sure. Let me pull up my notes fast.
At these win rates, especially with these CT sides and these T ratings. I mean, we have two teams that are just absolutely neck and neck here
Yeah,
when it comes to rating.
Wagyu Warriors have very rarely played Inferno, so this is maybe some kind of pocket pick strategy. They tend to ban it pretty late in general, but they just haven't played it very much. It'll be interesting. Decider. Yeah, Ancient Decider. They're going straight through the bands.
If we make it to a decider match, I think that'll be one of the best matches that I have ever seen, seeing as this is my first time on the casting desk here for Counter-Strike Confederation.
Yeah, we all want to see a map 3 that's going to be very interesting. Inferno and Mirage, some of the oldest maps in the pool. A lot of things have been, it's very set in its meta. I wonder if we're going to see anything interesting pulled out, any sort of pocket strategies that maybe you don't see very often that these teams have cooked up.
Absolutely. What's really interesting to see is we have two maps that both teams actually don't have a lot of experience on, and Mirage is actually what looks like Wagyu's permanent ban. It looks like they consistently ban it, and they're going to be playing on it today. They only have one match on it, Freeman. They have one match, and they won that match.
Yeah, and I think if I'm seeing this right, they basically ban it first every single time.
And it looks like we got a rare one here.
Mirage and Nuke, and so, yeah, I mean, I guess it makes sense if Mirage got through that the Marksmen would pick that. But yeah, we'll see what happens. Server spinning up. One thing that I find interesting about these teams is they're not super heavy on the AWP. Both teams don't really rely on the AWP that heavily.
Yep.
On the Wagyu Warriors, we have Smartest Superman, I think, having 0.2.
Is that there? Yeah.
0.2 AWP kills per round.
So nothing crazy. Not exactly an AWP-dependent team here. But Marksmen across the board, I mean, they do have a higher rating. But we're looking at a rating difference when it comes to MMR, when it comes to just total rating of a difference of 1.1 to 1.01 to 1.03. I mean, these margins are tiny. The ADR is off by just 2 points. If for layman's terms, this is what's looking like a close match.
For sure. The 2 points of ADR is basically two bullets.
Yeah,
of damage across 30 rounds.
Yeah.
So this is going to be super even, super interesting.
What do you think about that Mirage pick, though? What do you think that's going to throw for the loop here?
Yeah, I mean, I kind of experienced this a little bit firsthand. We recognized that we had never played Mirage as a team. Therefore, other teams didn't have scouting on us. And so we really just grinded it out, pugged it up. Really nothing unusual. Just do that map solid. It's basically saying, I'm better at aiming than you.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, Mirage is technically and pretty consistently just like an evolution of Dust when it comes to who hits the shot first, Is their aim better? And it's really just a duel on duel map. I mean, what it comes down to is the strategy at the beginning, and then we see as late round comes through, it's usually just who wins fights, who catches the rotations. And I'm not very familiar with either of these teams. Hopefully, I'm glad this is like I said, this is my first time here in Counter-Strike Confederation. I'm excited to see exactly how these teams play and the type of calls. Are you familiar with the IGLs of both of these squads?
I believe the IGL for Cow is going to be Superman.
Okay.
I am not familiar with who HG's IGL is.
Okay, all right.
I'm hearing from the obs that this may be Kiri.
So Superman versus Kiri.
Yeah, Superman's been in the league for a very long time. Maybe longer than me. I've been here since
Really? Okay.
season 6. I've been here since season 4 or 5. I think Superman's been here since like 2 or 3. Yeah, there's a lot of experience in that amount of playing in this league.
So something I want to pose to you, Dr. Freeman, is we have 2 teams with no oppers. We have a second round heading to Mirage. So no matter what happens on our Inferno, I mean, it really is all eyes on what's going to happen in this second round. But I don't want to shy away from the excitement that we're going to see from this first round of Inferno. What are we thinking when it comes to Wagyu, when it comes to Marksmen? Who do we think is going to take this first map?
Well, I'm definitely unbiased, and I'm saying it's going to be a quick 2-0 by Cal. Definitely,
okay.
For sure. Maybe
seeing as
like
you're in the same franchise, unbiased. Okay.
Yeah, totally unbiased. Probably like a 13-1.
13-1.
Maybe
okay.
like a 13-2 on Mirage.
Right.
It's just a guess. What about you?
All right. Honestly, based on what I'm looking at, I mean, we have a higher CT side coming out of, and when I say higher, I mean 0.01 higher rating coming out of Wagyu Warriors. I mean, I like to pace. I like to think that a higher CT side is going to win on Inferno, right? If I'm looking at analytics, but what I'm really looking at is util damage, and util damage goes the distance on Inferno. We know that time and time again, and the Wagyu Warriors have almost double the util damage of this Marksman squad. So I'm gonna have to give it to Wagyu Warriors for this first map here. I'm gonna say, depending on their side pick, which I believe they picked Mirage, so they're gonna be playing T. I would imagine on. I'm not sure exactly how we run it here, but they're gonna be playing T on Inferno. I'm going to go ahead and say, just with the util usage in mind, I mean, if they're putting that round for round, I think we could easily see a 13-1, to be honest. I know how crazy of a call-out that is, but it's not that far out of the looks. I mean, when it really comes down to these fights, util damage is huge on this map.
Yeah, so whoever picked the map, the other team will pick the side. And I must have short-term memory loss. I already forgot who picked who,
okay.
But whoever picked Inferno is probably going to start T.
Okay. Okay, so you know what? You're right. Yeah, so Wagyu will get a CT then, if that's the case.
Yeah, and
that'll be crucial.
If they're effective with their grenades, I mean, I've seen people drop 500, 600 util damage, which, doing the math, that's 6 additional kills, right?
That is 6 additional kills, and that is a margin. That could be 3 rounds, that could be 2 rounds. Shit, that could be 4 rounds.
Yeah, with the shortened match length with CS2, it becomes even more critical to get that momentum going, get things going your way. I'm just talking from my own experience. Our team has gone down 0-6.
Okay.
Several times this season and came out on top winning.
Hey, and that's what it's about.
It's a difficult battle from there, but in CSGO, you had 15 rounds a half, whereas you only have 12 now. And so you go down 0-6 in a 15-round half. You can come out, 9-6 feasibly on top of that. And so it's if you're slow to start, it just becomes a big uphill battle, but not impossible. Not impossible.
And another thing is, when you're down 6-0, I mean, in MR12, it really is just a matter of that's 3 rifle rounds. It really is. In all honesty, that's 3 full buy rounds that you have. I mean, it really shows just how difficult it really can be to also come back from that, but also, fight through. I mean, a team only has to really win 3 more full buys and you're there. So Pistols are so much more important in this MR12 landscape. I mean, that's 2 rounds off the bat. We're seeing a meta right now in CS where you win that first round, or even if you get the bomb plan as tees, we're looking at a force next round. So, I mean, we're starting games off usually with 3-0 score lines, and the pressure's put on whatever team on the lower. And we're getting word here that we're going to be heading into the game just shortly.
Oh, yeah. Going to be exciting. Heading in right now. Pistol round freeze times counting down. Tej with the dualies. Philip with the smoke. Util coming out on his lep as well.
I wonder where they're going to put that dually. Dually typically seen on the B side here, or maybe even in apps. It really is just to stop those rushes. But we're going to have a start here, and they're going to be making our way a double setup on B.
Yeah, they distributed that util around on the T side.
And there's the nade damage out of the Wagyu Warriors. Huge shots out of the dualies. Gets 1. Can he get 2? No. Taken down, and now the rotates are not there. But a fast rotate up B to try to salvage this round. As they're walking out on the site, the bomb going to be going down momentarily. Here we have a player from Church taking down CVB. Now, a 3v4 situation. Bomb going down. Util out of the back. Shots from Nighty. Gets 1. Can he get 2? It's Philipek fighting in the back, trying to secure through Church. Has a great post-plant position here.
Yeah, no util left on the CT side. Flank coming in from Church. Oh, it gets spotted.
It's going to fall flat. Yes, it is. 2v2 situation now. 1v2. And that's going to be it. First round on the board for the Marksmen. Ladies and gentlemen, a foul display from the CT side on that hold there. But maybe they can turn it around in this second round.
Yeah, even though that flank from the T through Church was not successful, it did allow all the T's to concentrate on the front of site. When you narrow that angles that they can come from down by that much, it just makes it a lot easier to take those one-on-ones.
I do have to wonder, though, Freeman, why are we seeing, I guess, a disjointed banana setup? We have one player playing that lurk with the dualies, but no one to trade, no one playing that close angle. He was in the default under Flower Pot, but why are we? I mean, if we're gonna fight for banana, we got to fight for banana, right?
Yeah, I agree with that. You typically on pistol round, you know that death ball is so strong, so you either fight with a lot, like 3, you stacking B, or you're playing back. You want to play the long angle with the USPs. Yeah, I one thing that I have observed Cal's Premier Team before, and if CVB gets off to a slow start, it's usually very slow. He was the second player on B.
All right, it takes him a little bit to get warmed up. Okay.
So if CVB shows up or not shows up, is I think gonna be a deciding factor in this match.
Right, and we're seeing a split default from the T side here, but Wagyu Warriors are set up all on A, and this actually might work out to get a MAC 10 here, but the information grab out of Marksmen up banana here. They are getting ever closer to an empty site, but this turnaround is not looking good. Just need to commit to this B take. They would have it for free, but it's like he's just lining up a smoke, and this setup, they have to know now that they're not coming A. They need to be getting some sort of information towards B, but no movement out of Wagyu Warriors here as they make their way onto the B site. Fury clearing ever so vigilantly.
Can I get a Teach cam real fast? I know he's got his Zeus on him. I wonder.
Out of buck. All's flat. Doesn't know about the other lurk. Zeus in play. Would have been better in apps there, but it looks like that B bomb site's going to be taking control of fully here. A default plan out of Slimy and CVB just playing for exits, playing for anybody to overextend. Pretty routine USP round. It's going to be the one going down.
And nothing really invested in this round by the CTs. Kind of a throwaway, kind of a gamble. They do get 1 pick, but it's probably gonna be. That's all she wrote.
That is all she wrote. 2 rounds on the board, and now we're moving into our first full buy round out of the Wagyu Warriors here. Let's see if they can get this CT session. Let's see if they can utilize this util. Let's see what they're working with when it comes to their setup here. It'd be interesting to see if they start 3B. Looks like I might actually do it now. Double setup, pretty default setup for a CT side. Seeing early util out of the T's, early mid aggression. He's going to be killing that peak, but a great molly Leads to Apps not getting full control yet. Looks like they're going to have some sort of control in the far bottom there of the map. Sorry, in Bucksack. Going to be holding off 2 players, and it's going to be another split default. Marksmen absolutely utilizing the spread setup. Or any sort of aggression, though, out of these CTs could shut it down. 90's death there in mid. Looking good, but banana control has been secured, and another kill. Philippek, there's that CT aggression we were talking about. Bucksack with 1. Under Zlep.
I wonder what Zlep was doing there. He seemed to be jumping over and over in the same spot. I wonder if he lagged out or...
A lapse in judgment, but now Bucksack looking towards Apps here. Great timing. He's going to get the dink through the... But he's going to be shut down by Space Monkey. That's a phenomenal play, and that A site's going to be secured here, putting his foot to the pedal as he fights another. That's going to be another player down. Smartest Superman taking down that A bomb site, fully secured, but now a 2v2 situation here. A fast rotate, both through CT, through Arch comes CVB.
There was a number of kills through smoke. They may not... Oh. CVB picks up the first kill on A site, but Slimy's down in pit and gets taken out.
That's just bad positioning out of Slimy. Not effectively... Or, sorry, not very effective, but that clear out of Space Monkey really had me excited for what was to come. I mean, this aggression out of Bucksack and the plays for Bucksack was actually pretty phenomenal. He almost got 2 there, but Space Monkey's return opened up that round, and then it fell flat as soon as that rotation came in from CVB, who got 2 kills in the end there. I'm not sure if he got the final one, but here we go. Round 4 of play here.
Yeah, Space Monkey making that round close. T's opting for a bit of a staggered buy here. Fully bought out with just a Deeg armor. Slimy going down to half health with a nade, but Teej gets taken down.
Spray there. Looks like CVB is just on a tear, but he's going to fall flat, and that's going to be the B side wide open. The aggression out of Slimy is going to be key to taking this site here. He's going to walk through, but the spam out of Smartest Superman showing his zeal through that smoke, and now shut down, but the over-rotation is getting taken advantage of. A smoke down Moto is going to cut off the library rotate. Bomb heading through mid here at 90. That position cut off completely.
I'm wondering if this is just going to be a save from the CTs.
Probably a smart decision to make, but after seeing that last round and what CVB got to the table, looks like that's going to be the call. They're going to be making their way for a safe call here into church. Makes you wonder, maybe that aggression on Banana, not what they needed. Maybe they need to slow down a little bit on this side. Utilize their util. We know they're strong with it.
Yeah, CVB was so close to that second kill, but it would have basically needed a 2-for-1 trade to come out on top. But that led to them falling through B, pulling a rotate.
You know, I'm going to be honest here. Looking at the setup we see from Marksmen, these post plants, they're not bad on this A site, but I'm gonna be completely for real. I think that they could have won that 2v3. I think that was a retake attempt. I think that could have easily been done.
Yeah, they did have a lot of util to work with. Maybe something to think about.
And we're seeing retake opportunities just run away there. I mean, in a typical situation, you obviously you have the early sight, right? But you want to get ahead. You want to play up ahead. You want to try to stifle those rotates as soon as possible. We're not seeing that from this Marksman. So if the Wagyu Warriors can pick up on, maybe take advantage of it in one of these retake opportunities, might have something crazy here. But an eco from the Wagyu Warriors here, a 3-stack on the B site. Slow attempt at taking control of Banana here from the Marksman. Pops up into Apps.
They're opting not to force up around this the saved guns. I think is interesting.
Or plays either, but I suppose putting both of them on a bad call. He's gonna get known that he is in Apps. Smoke's gonna buy a little bit. Patient comes through. Pretty routine stuff out of the Wagyu Warrior. Plays, and it's gonna come down to these fights as Slimy starts cutting his way into bracket.
The long angles, but Teej is making his way over to B, which is the wrong guess.
Yeah, not the wrong guess, or sorry, the wrong guess, but he's actually going to be making his way back now. Side space. Starting to clear out of apps here. Needs to wait on some sort of contact from his teammates, but 2 out of Arch into a fight. Slimy. Philip, both taken down, and now it's breaking down. Space Monkey with a huge pick. The CT side falls flat yet again, and just pistols. Get some exits here. Great play out of Marksmen. Way to take as much space as they could there. Clear out the site. Philip had a huge pick out of Arch there. Siege. E4 situation.
Yeah,
His hardest.
One of their 2 rifles. Oh. Kind of peeked apartments by himself, and it was unable to be traded. Teach scampers away.
Yeah, that's a huge find, actually. An AK into the next round could be huge, but they got to stop this momentum. We talked about it earlier. Momentum is massive in CT. Sorry, in Counter-Strike. But here we go. Trying to hunt, and that's going to be huge. Spray transfer falls flat, and now Space Monkey cleaning up, but not a starve kill, so he's going to have good money into this next round. It's going to be a full buy.
Yeah, full buy coming out here for both teams. This feels like one of the few full buy versus full buy rounds we've seen. I guess it's the second since the 3rd round. A lot of T's may have been still rocking SMGs, but we do see the AWP coming out on Slimy. Takes a pot shot at night and misses.
Pretty aggressive mid gameplay here out of Zlep, and he's going to fall off that window, so they're going to know, but they're not really playing up far enough to take advantage of that. Very, very stagnant plays out of Wagyu Warriors, but if they can catch one of these T's out, if they can take advantage.
One thing I've noticed is Wagyu Warriors are using their B util pretty early. I think that they may be saving Molotovs, but once both those smokes get thrown.
I mean, and a smoke late round on Inferno is crucial. I mean, if you have 40 seconds left, that's 20 off. I mean, that is just something that'll ruin your round. Force a rotate, and it looks like they're going to be staging for a B hit here.
That they are. Some distraction util thrown on A as the util for B comes out. Counter molly. Both coming back. Ooh, he's getting Goomba stomped.
Absolutely. I mean, and that's just a solid clear out of the Marksman here. 4-1 score line, looking towards a 5th here. 3 CTs. I believe they're on full loss here as well, so, I mean, they could go for it. It would be a tough retake with such little utility. But they're looking towards Church here, and the upper position by the T's here all the way into Church is going to make this save call an easy one for the Wagyu Warriors. Looking towards stopping this momentum, maybe next round. What are we thinking here, Dr. Freeman? I think we might be seeing that momentum building up here.
I'm thinking if they don't call a tactical timeout, think about it a little bit. It's gonna be a rough round coming into the 7th. Maybe I'd either like to see a little more conservation on the util or a little bit of pointed aggression somewhere on the map. So like a retaking B after 30 seconds or something like that. Maybe pushing apartments or peeking down lane. I think peeking down lane won't work. They're always consistently Molotoving apartments.
Yep.
But the Marksmen are always consistently Molotoving apartments. But maybe, throw the, I think they call it the phase
deep mid smoke. Yep. And that's exactly what I was actually just about to say. Funny enough, a deep mid smoke could actually crack open this T side. We see an early push every time out of mid. We don't see any molly, nothing shutting down T ramp, and stuff like that can really stifle the T side approach here. But let's see if Wagyu Warriors tries to change this up. A deep mid instant. I mean, I haven't seen one player throw it yet, and it's so crucial. I mean, just in the Esports World Cup matches we saw the other day, pro players are throwing that pretty much every round of these Inferno games here. So,
yeah, the Slimy going for the peak.
There's that molly.
Molotov.
Oh, but a jump across. It's going to be successful, even though he's being held. And a 5-7 close up can be deadly. We've seen it before, and they're going to be taking some of banana control here. Slep hops up into apartments. CVB starting to clear, but he's going to be sniffed out. That spray comes through pretty rapidly, and they're going to know about this presence. They're going to know about these 3 players possibly waiting, and that's a great nade out of the Marksman there. Three stack on the B site. But here we have the Masters of taking space. Slep inside of Apps here. And Space Monkey. Both playing to perfection, taking as much space as they can, sniffing out every inch of the game. And he's going to miss that spot there. Kiri now fighting for Apps here, taking one down. Teach goes down, but now Space Monkey trying to clear pit. He's going to be seen and taken down, and that's a huge pick out of Bucksack. Now a nade. That one's going to eat 2 players, and that is easily cleaned up by Slep, though. But low health and an op shot on to CVB. We're falling apart here. A 1-on-1 setup being held by the op. A good spray. Smartass takes him down.
Yeah, and T is making his way through. Oh, I thought he was going to go CT. His Lep is sneaking around A, calling.
This is actually
it's maybe a
phenomenal spot out of Nighty, who's gonna get the bomb there. Now 3 health on Slep in a 1v2 situation. 4 seconds on the board, ladies and gentlemen. A stop of momentum in show. Wagyu Warriors with a huge round and great plays across the board. That's right.
They're running out of time to make things happen.
I mean, and things fall apart there. I mean, I think if that rotate from the bomb didn't come so late, I think they easily could have turned that around, but they let Nighty come all the way into Boiler there and have a great position. Slep unable to find him, too. That's just phenomenal work out of the Wagyu Warriors. And as we head into the 8th round of play here on Inferno.
Yeah, we do see the CTs stacking B and pulling out the AWP. They are changing up their strats a little bit.
This aggression is what we wanted to see. This aggression might pay off here, but 3 on Banana, and that's not good. A huge pick out of Slep, finding some sort of space here through Apps, but he has no idea how free that A site is. But the overcommit might result in the downfall for the Wagyu Warriors here.
He gets walked up on.
Yeah, Space Monkey and Slap clearing 1 by 1. Bucksack tries to trade out, and now Slimy and Phillip through lane to an empty bomb site, and there it falls flat. 6-2 scoreline. Huge plays out of the Marksman there. Slep finding that space early on, rounding out.
Yeah, there was a lot of good ideas, a lot of good plays from the Warriors, but a lot of them just didn't pan out. Even that kill on Tej didn't get traded out, and then this final lurk kill on Superman was very possible, but didn't work out.
No. And it's interesting because this is the Marksman's pick, so obviously we're seeing a very good T side, but this rush down Banana into this util gets just absolutely destroyed by Phillip. Tej gets 2, though, opening up the round, and this is huge from Tej. Tej needs to play very wisely here as he peeks back out, and there goes Lep. Now just Tej, a smoke, blocking off his escape, but can he find... Oh, and that nade's going to do it, ladies and gentlemen, the 7th round for the Marksman. Huge plays out of Tej there. Way to clean up after that great spray out of Phillip.
Tej says, "Oh no, oh no."
It's not looking good. We're looking at a 7 rounds on a T. Inferno is scary, but 7 rounds this early with only 2 as the CTs makes you wonder what they were thinking not banning this map. I mean, everything's going to come down to a 2nd round Mirage. We might be looking at a possible 2-0 here if they can't bring it. Start bringing a comeback. Start mounting a comeback as of right now. Huge damage onto Smartass Superman. And a burned enemy. 2 free kills for the Wagyu Warriors are turning this around, but a great shot out of Space Monkeys. He makes his way into Apps. Gonna hear the player rotating out of lane, and this is an aggressive play out of Space Monkey, walking out into the enemy fire. Didn't wait on the flash, missed the timing. Now it's gonna be evened up. 2v4. Space found through Apps. Sorry, Arch. And a huge play out of Zet, but a bad flash Brings him right out onto the site. Two great positions for the CTs here. And a push down banana doesn't really make sense here, Dr. Freeman, seeing as the last player is... Sorry, not the last player. But both players are most likely going to be known to be on the A side here. As Philip tries to take some sort of space here next to Carr. And this is good. This is looking good. But the swing out of pit is going to kill Slep here. And it's going to happen. But the trade, now a 1v1 situation here. Bomb fake. But to no avail. Bomb's going to be stuck this time, most likely. As CVB is looking to win this for his team. Possibly bring back a third round. A 1v1 situation as he comes out of lane. He's going to miss this timing. And he won't know. He might peek out and peek right. But that timing is perfection for Philip. And a clear is what he gets. An 8th round on the board. That is just phenomenal plays out of Philip. And a 2v3 now made in 8th round for the T side here.
Wow. That was close.
Yeah, it was. That was quite the round. Honestly, that was one of the most exciting rounds yet. But, I mean, those trades, these plays from these Ts, I mean, I'm just seeing more refined Counter-Strike out of this Marksman crew as of right now. And not to say that the Wagyu Warriors don't have it in them. We could see a crazy T side here, but Op out of mid almost gets one. A leg shot on a 90 through the wall. And a huge pick on a Teej. Yeah, only about 10 damage, but, I mean, that can make the difference. That was a phenomenal flick out of Slep. Slep is popping off this game. Just absolute MVP performance as the FAMAS sees one, but CVB gets sprayed through the smoke, and he's alone. This aggression's not what you want to see, especially when you're alone on the B bomb site, and this default setup is just eating this CT squad up alive. Space Monkey's out through lane, clearing angles that I've never even seen before.
Slipped right past the defenses.
Yeah,
he realizes that they may have pushed forward. Incredible game sense.
Incredible. But Buck actually has a great spot to stop this rotation if it comes in, but the execution out on B comes through. Here he swings through Grill, now clearing first and second. The smoke helps him out. Space Monkey finding the timing on Buckzak, and this is falling apart yet again. 1v2 situation. USP comes out. One more shot can do the job, but he just has to hit it, and he doesn't. Ooh. Ladies and gentlemen, a 9th round. HP. And a dominant performance from the Marksman squad here.
1 HP on Kiri. It was close.
It was close. One shot, one headshot would have made the difference there. And that's what we're seeing. I mean, we knew the ratings were aligned here, Dr. Freeman. We saw it in the beginning in our analysis. And we now know that it is not coming as close as we thought. But these rounds per round, I mean, I'd argue that it is coming down a lot of times to these last fights, these 1v1s or these 2v3s that get turned around.
Yeah, there's our mid smoke we were asking for.
Finally.
Although
round 12.
I'm well aware of this.
But almost a spray that comes to fruition. 90 seeing two, but standing in the middle of brackets, not what you want to do there. And an MP9 from range falls flat as the smoke for banana control goes down. Let's see if CVB sees it to fruition, but Slimy playing a close angle here. Has the op, sees the flash, perfectly played, and a missed op shot as he walks right into CVB. And ladies and gentlemen, a 1v1 situation. Philipek with low health, 13 health, against a smartest Superman. This is what it will come down to. A 3-9 is something they can come back from, but a 10-2 falls flat as soon as a pistol round is won.
Molly inadvertently told Superman that this is gonna be B, so that let him speed up and get pretty close banana.
Oh, and this timing might be perfect, but he won't know about this play towards CT. He might be thinking, why would he go towards CT? That's where I could be coming from. But it's a great call out of Philip playing forward on this. He's gonna have a bad... Oh, but the timing with the smoke leaves Smartads in a horrible position. He doesn't know. He has to know as he mollies the wrong site. And he misses the timing again. Two missed timings, two missed shots, and a missed opportunity to bring back around for the Wagyu Warriors here as we head into the second half of gameplay.
Look at the replay of this mid-take. A 2-for-1 trade.
It's a great play out of Wagyu, but again, we're just seeing this late round CT defense fall flat.
Yeah, can we see the util damage?
Actually, not sure if we can.
We must kindly ask our observer to go look at it.
Please, observer.
a lot of util damage coming out from both teams, but
Definitely not as much as we expected. There's no doubt about that. Definitely not as much as we expected.
That's definitely not for one half.
No. Not as much as we expected, but here we have a pistol round. This is going to be, I mean, arguably it for the Wagyu Warriors. We have to see some pretty amazing plays here if they want to close out this first map or even have a chance of a comeback. A 10-2 scoreline is not what you want to work with, but the waterfall is going to be completely caught by the Marksmen here, who are just absolutely ready for it. And the bomb is going to be in the worst spot. Now a 3v4 situation. Dooley's up top. Akiri walks out, and the timing is missed yet again. Bucksack, if only he knew how unlucky he was getting as this Space Monkey flank, and that is just such a dominant display of force from the Marksmen. This is really looking grim for the Wagyu Warriors here.
Yeah, it's rough.
And I'd imagine, Dr. Freeman, it hurts a little bit more for you than it does for me.
Well,
Seeing as you are completely unbiased, obviously, but you just have some sort of connection to this team.
For some reason, I want the Wagyu Warriors to win. Nobody knows
For some reason,
why.
nobody knows. But, you know, I think you might have your chance in this next map in regulation. Mirage coming up
Who's
next.
talking about the next map?
Oh, I'm talking about the
this
next
map. It ain't over. It ain't over.
All right, well,
damage.
high hopes and a huge spray out of CV. Can he get two? Yes, and now, I mean, you're starting to give me the faith I need to see this through. CVB finally finding the space. A fight out of Slimy falls flat, and another peek from Kiri as he looks for the rotation. Eats a nade, and that is that utility damage we were talking about. Finally, now on the 14th round, we are seeing what we begged to see throughout this series.
Bomb dropped right there. I wonder if Knight's going to have trouble getting out without making noise. Oh.
Nighty gets the kill,
Nice.
and now that's going to be a third round on the board and some hope for the Wagyu squad here on Inferno. 3-11. Let's see if they can continue this momentum. A bad
Losing
buy.
the second round as a CT is economically pretty devastating. So they're
Pretty
gonna
devastating.
save. Well, it looks like they're forcing into this. This awesome replay from CPB.
It looks like they have a double as well. So, I mean, they really don't have a choice here. They have the rounds to play with. I would force into it. In fact, they might be forcing the next couple of rounds. We'll see what happens here. Let's see if they can turn it around on an eco. Here comes this util out of Smart as Superman.
Yeah, the CZ coming out on Kiri.
What are we thinking about this one player on the B bomb site, especially on a buy round on an eco? I mean, it's not looking hopeful. Does he have a Deeg? I'm not sure. Yes, he does. Philip is going to have a Deeg. The weapon for the job here. We've seen it done before. That smoke's going to come in the rotation. Hopefully right behind it, but it's a split default setup. It's not even the full force. It looks like they're going to stay. Sorry,
Almost
go
more
ahead.
of a lurk.
Yeah, if anything.
Just kind of scouting out.
Ooh. Now almost the shot we need, but not the shot we begged for, as Philip is trying to get something done with the Steeg, and a great body shot there leaves CVB low health. A smoke comes through, and they are fighting here. Great shots. That 5-7 from Church could go huge here. Walking down to two players is not what you want, as we are now in a 5v4 situation. Eco versus a full 5-stack T post plan. Looks like half of them are going to be calling a save here, trying to save some armor into this next round. A great call, especially when you have nothing to lose, really, but planning ahead while you're ahead is something you really can't complain about.
Yeah, Space Monkey getting sent to timeout. Can we get a view on Space Monkey?
Yeah, can we get a Space Monkey? Come on. In timeout here. Wonder what he did. I wonder what he said. It'll never be known.
And all but one CT make it out alive, keeping their armor, keeping their util to some degree. They're not too mad about it.
No. And, I mean, it looks like we're now into the save. I mean, we had 4 on the A side last time, but I'm wondering what they're going to do this time. They might try to be a little bit more aggressive here based on the util they're buying. 2 smokes, 2 flashes. Maybe we'll see that push out of Banana that we saw last round out of the Wagyu Warriors. Sorry, last half out of the Wagyu Warriors. But it remains to be seen here.
think with armor, I don't think they want to throw their lives away, their that equipment away.
Especially with that
They may
full
just
armor
do
buy.
another kind of stack. Maybe they'll
Yeah.
stack B this time.
Round 16 here on Inferno with another stack on the A bomb site. And Philip, all eyes on. He's probably going to have another lurk from CVB here to worry about, but through alt mid, come Bucksack. And into apps comes Tej, holding an angle for Boiler. But a great setup from the CTs. Tej finds one, Space Monkey, but he doesn't find the second, and 2 trades with 5-7s means this might end. Sorry, not end. This might, well, I suppose end poorly as CVB walks out. Great spray. Takes down Philip, and that B bomb site's going to be fully secured here. But 2 guns means, yeah, we're going to try that. We're going to go for this. Marksman. Take down another. And that is not looking good.
Bomb
Looks like
just getting
someone.
planted.
It's going to have to go back to timeout. '90 holding from Church. Great position here from Quad. And a nade goes out. Let's see. Oh, and that util damage just coming in clutch. Almost absolutely evaporating. Tej. Not Tej. Oh, and that's going to be it for the Wagyu Warriors. An eco turned into a conversion. Turned into a winning, a match point for the Marksmen here. A 12-4 scoreline. When we said 13-1 at the beginning, we had it wrong, surely. As we head into a match point and possibly the penultimate round of this game here.
Yeah, unfortunately, CVB caught out. I think his opponent there had 1 health. He's got to be punching the air right now.
Yeah, that is crucial to that fight, seeing as the impact he made after living through that nade. Now, all eyes on the Wagyu Warriors as we head into what could be the final round. An op from mid.
Yeah, two op, so this is eye to eye here. Slimy doesn't have to back off on that timing.
Oh, that is a huge peak at a 90, but it falls flat. He gets traded out, and the smoke's going to go down. 20 seconds, but from behind, Bucksack doesn't have to worry about Arch here. Could get the peak, but it would be a bad play. I want to be smart, and now the presence from Arch could absolutely ruin his plans here. All depends on this peak at a Bucksack. They found good space, but no abs presence, and he finds enemy there. Can he find 2? No, and low health on the side is Kiri, and it's falling apart. Now a 2v3 situation here. Looking back towards B, a fast rotate could benefit them here.
And
But Philip in a great spot to catch him.
They can't know this. They have to clear. They have to clear the site, which they are doing.
I have no idea about Church, but honestly, this is an extremely possible victory, depending on the plays that we see out of CVB and Smartass Superman. Wagyu Warriors throwing a molly towards Church here. They don't know how far they're in, but if only they knew they weren't even in Church. And that op is going to find one, not get traded out. A molly is going to land, and they're going to get a huge shot out of Superman. Can he get 3? No. And now a 1v1 situation to keep them in this fight. Wagyu Warriors, CVB, swinging out. Bad spray. He goes with the aggression, and that's going to be 1 tap, 1 shot, and 1 kill for a 5th round here.
Man, those are some great kills by Superman.
Yep.
Coming up huge in the
Resident
CVB.
Opper. That's that 0.2 kills per round coming in clutch there on the B side from Smartass, winning another round and keeping them in the fight. There's 1. There's 2. And he can't get the 3rd, but imagine if it was done, it would have been beautiful.
Like it's interesting that the angle Superman was holding, he was expecting. Wow.
That is tragic damage towards CVB there.
Yeah, he was expecting a CT peak with an op, but they do
No
not
doubt.
have an op.
No doubt. And here we have a banana smoke past half wall, which, you know, has fallen out of the meta recently due to the fact that you can just stack 5 players right behind that thing and just explode onto the B bomb site, not giving the CT's a lot of banana control, and it doesn't really look like this Marksman squad wants the banana control. They don't need it. They found success time and time again just playing in this little banana section, and a huge trade-off in banana. And another one out of mid here, and we're looking at now a 3v4 situation. Marksman's advantage yet again. No space on banana, no space through mid, but here we have Tej with a MAC-10, not the weapon you want here, and he's going to be found. But he almost turns and burns Space Monkey, and now just a 2v4 situation. They know they have to go on B here, and it's going to be the play that could win them once again. Left in a bad spot. Schlep has to get one, misses the shot, but finishes out strong. Low health against an op, but the Tech-9 finishes the job. Bomb needs to go down here. Smart as Superman. Knows that they could walk through on him, and they're coming from banana. He has to hear this from Church, though, and he won't. He won't, and it's being cleared shortly. Oh, and the timing is found, and ladies and gentlemen, a 13-round found for Marksman. A very dominant display. Dr. Freeman, what are we thinking of that?
Yeah, you know, it was pretty dominant. I think there were a lot of close rounds. I want to see a little bit closer of a match coming up next.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we might be due for it, but let's talk about that. Let's talk about that Inferno. I mean, we came into that Inferno hoping to see just a lot more. I mean, let's just say util damage. I mean, a lot more damage in general out of the Wagyu squad. But I mean, sadly, we just didn't see. I don't think that's a very routine Inferno, personally, from what I've seen.
Definitely not. They felt a little bit scared to me.
I
on
could
CT
not
side.
agree more.
It was Marksman's game. They set the pace. They set where they wanted to go. The Wagyu were always playing a little bit of catch up.
Yeah, without a doubt. And I mean, Marksman. I mean, just those. I have to commend Space Monkey. Those plays through apps. I mean, the space he found time and time again. Zlep through mid. Those A players were just absolutely tearing up that defense. I mean, we saw no aggression. We saw no attempt to hold apps, maybe but 2 rounds. And the banana. I mean, CVB had some great plays, but a lot of times we would see. Oh, here. I mean, here's one example right here. I mean, that it worked out. I mean, we're seeing Buck push through apps, and what does he get? He gets a kill. I mean, he finds space, takes down Zleb, and it just falls flat. But Space Monkey's routine plays just come in time and time again. Marksman taking up so much space. Taking up so much space on a map where it's crucial. I mean, where it comes down to the space you've taken, to the speed you can come out of certain positions. And, I mean, a 5-13 scoreline for, you know, I mean, it's not their map pick, but you got to hope that this is one map that they had one win on. They have one win on Mirage. I mean, we may see the same thing here based on Ladies and gentlemen, we are back here on Mirage for the second map of play here. Possibly heading into a third based on how this pistol round goes. Let's see how the Marksmen are going to do this T-sided round. Looks like an early B play.
Rush B. This is also known as the Freeman Special.
The Freeman Special. That's right. It looks like a jump spot might stifle it pretty early here, especially with a contact. But the util's ready, and I think they're going to be able to explode on this site. Only one defender. This is not looking good. Nighty will have to go huge here. A nade goes out, but not ready with the USP. Has to get one full blind, and he's going to fall flat, and that bomb site's going to be cracked open. Marksman out on the site. Tej playing kits one. Can he get two? No. Philip has a huge pick, and that's going to be it. I mean, we just had a full clear, a phenomenal retake from the Wagyu Warriors there, and we might be seeing quite the match here as we start with early momentum from the cows.
I think I blinked, and suddenly they were all dead. I think a flank came through, and I missed that round. What happened? They were just all dead all of a sudden.
Yeah, I mean, it went quick. I mean, they must have been playing some interesting positions. I think we had a lot coming through Cat here, but a full save heading into our second round. And interestingly enough, through mid, Tej is going to have to go crazy here. He sees one, and a great spray leaves him low health, and this nade will finish the job.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, beautiful air burst right there. Slimy and Philip scared. Waiting for mid aggression. It's not going to come. I mean, we're seeing a pretty routine Mirage setup here. A lurk smoke on the wrong side of Cat. I guess, sorry, on the wrong side of underpass or connector. But Space Monkey's going to know about this. He barely misses the timing on Buck there.
Yeah,
now we wait.
Through gets a lot of info, but he does decide to fall back. A little curious as to why, but...
They are getting shut down in mid here. 2 picks would be great, but they only get 1, and now Slimy, 2% health. A nade will be his ruin. But no nades on the board, and Slime tries to get 1, shut down by Tej. A second round on the board, and an eco that falls flat for the Marksman. So we head into the third round of play here.
Yeah, Superman and Tej both picking up 2 there. Very solid performances. Clean in house. No surprises.
In-house indeed. Decent buy, though, out of the T side here. And just another bonus round for the CTs. But an M4, 2 players means we might see quite the round here. Looking like a lurk through Palace and a split default setup, no doubt. Possibly finishing on A here. Good molly, good damage from Space Monkey.
Lurk in Palace, Lurk underpass, 3 top mid-ish. Space Monkey swings out and takes CVB.
The A play is going very well. A hop up from the MP9, but shut down by Kiri. Kiri absolutely tearing through these defenders here. The bonus round is not looking good. A 2v5 situation. Smartest Superman. Kiri trying to fight. Smartest Superman takes down 1. Kiri looking for another. Now 90 has the MP9, has the speed, a great play, and shows that aggression, but Phillips shuts it down. And now 1 on the board for Marksman. A huge play, a great lurk out of Palace. Equals a third round of play and a 1 on the board. I'm pretty sure I already said that, but what are you thinking there, Dr. Freeman?
I think this is going to be a rough buy from the CTs if they go for it.
And it's interesting because they did bonus, right? But they weren't matched on the half buy by their teammates, so... A full save, possibly not really the call that I would expect here. It looks like we have a timeout in the mix.
Tech pause. So let's discuss players' names.
Let's do that.
There's a player on the Wagyu Warriors who appears to be named Knight T.
Yeah.
His name is Knight.
So why is it Knight if there's a hyphen though?
I don't know.
So Nighty is so much cooler though too, like because you know it's. All right, well, that's my opinion, obviously. Knight, I will say his name correctly from now on. Knight.
Yeah, it's his name ends.
That's just the
Uperman.
way I pronounce as. I mean, come on.
His name is Uperman.
Uperman.
Uperman, and we don't
Okay.
know what's at the start of his name.
So I'll just smart.
Some people go by their middle names.
Alrighty, and we're going to be moving into the actual round here. Deagles and a half buy out of the CT side. They'd have to go huge here.
Love the CZ pickup on CVB.
Early aggression down into underpass and a shutdown from that Deeg. A beautiful shot from Smart. Slimy trying to clear this up. Trying to get some sort of space through mid here. A great flash, but no presence in underpass means a hole might be found here.
Knight going for jump eagle shots.
And there's that hole found by
Fighting time.
Tej. And this is not looking good for the Marksman squad. Bucksack goes down. Carry with a molly is going to shut down this jungle play.
Oh, he's in front of it. Superman's in front of this.
I see.
He hears.
Slimy's not going to clear. A great shot. An AK found, and 2 for Superman is huge. And a finish from a main from CVB. A phenomenal eco round. And I'm starting to think we're seeing the cow we thought we'd see in the first map.
There we go. Love the long distance CZ. Superman just like that's a timing that just worked in their favor, right?
Absolutely.
There's absolutely no reason Superman gets that kill or this kill.
I mean, Superman MVP of that round, in all honesty. Great plays out of jungle. Slimy, an overshoot. I mean, to push that molly makes sense. It's not something you really expect. You'd think, yeah, it's mollied. He's probably still in window. But no.
Yeah, we've got a B rush coming in. B contact.
Contact, definitely. But the jump spotting is such a strong avenue of defense as Knight is going to throw a nade.
There you go. There you go. Teach on the off now.
Teach an opper. I mean, who needs an opper when everyone's an opper? Almost as if it's an opera of players here. Wagyu Warriors with a stout defense. The contact B shut down by Util. And the timing completely messed up to try and get this B. But is that a missed smoke? Or is that a underpass smoke from mid? I'm not really sure what they're working with there. So they creep up mid here. Gonna find one. CVB goes down. Space Monkey clearing through. A flash out of con, but the peek out of triple gets one. Can he go the distance here? Bucksack waiting for the play from A, but it's a split of no one to be found just through con. Philippek with the Glocks and Slep with a Deagle and 8 health. It's not looking good.
It leaves everything up to Philip in the underpass with the bomb and a Glock and a hope and a prayer.
And a dream. And that's going to be it. A 4th round for the Wagyu Warriors. Phenomenal plays across the board.
I'm wondering if Cow are doing maybe a bit of spawn tossing with that op. So Tej may have just had a better spawn. And they said, Tej go kill with op. That was the connector take that almost was.
Almost, but now we have a bye, and we know that Marksmen can be pretty scary with that bye. Let's see if they go back to A here after finding that early success.
Oh, deep nade B hits Slimy for almost half. Then he's got the op B, maybe trying to punish the jump peak. It looks like
Minding
Knight is
towards
onto it.
underpass too here. Which is smart, seeing as Slimy's going to be under, but no presence in apps and a full mid take here. Mid control is going to get shut down by Smart. Takes one, hops back through the smoke, perfectly timed. Wagyu showing their zeal here on the Mirage map as CVB might get caught here by Space Monkey, but he chooses the close angle, and they're going to be neck and neck. As the smoke fades, CVB is going to find him, take him down, and this is falling flat for the Marksman. 3v5 situation here. Split through mid. Bucksack sitting in Ninja. Sorry, Firebox, waiting on this Palace Lurk.
Yeah, this is a pretty strong counter to that Palace Lurk. If he jumps out, he's pretty much done.
Great shot out of Philip there. Trying to open up this round now, a 3v3.
A Lurk coming through B main just pushed out. They're going to find this kill top mid.
That information is huge as well.
Maybe trigger discipline. Go
There
for
it is. Philippek. Knight. This might go in the way. A huge shot out of Tej. And now, oh, a great shot. Can he find the one firebox? No. And that's going to be a 5th round on the board for the Wagyu Warriors.
Can you get the up? Can you get the up?
Oh, tragic.
CSC short post rounds for you.
However, I will say, AKs they can't buy. And op they can, and they have the money to do so, certainly. Let's see if they actually end up doing it, though.
Yeah, Knight would have to throw that over.
There it is.
And he does. Or somebody already bought it, I think. Okay. And then you pass it to Teach. Stacking up outside of B.
Yeah, an interesting play. It's
are just booking it.
And here it goes. A great nade, great damage across the board, and the spray comes through, and the diligence from Knight to just absolutely shut down that push there. Now, on Slap. There it is. The util damage fabled. We've once heard from these Wagyu Warriors, absolute util warriors. Finally getting that damage on the board.
Yeah, and
that's going to be quickly shut down.
You know, now it drops to 6 to 1.
6 to 1, a great half in the making here for the Wagyu Warriors. We've seen their T side on Inferno. Hopefully something that isn't replicated on Mirage, and I'm not really worried about it because I'm seeing a team that is composed here, unlike Inferno. But that is not good out of Slimy. A late peek, didn't have the timing, and it's another one, but a missed shot from Tej as the top mid is going to be contested. We'll likely see flashes, but mid-aggression, they fight back for it, and it works out here as Slep is going to walk out, finds one, great flick onto Buck. And a smoke, and it looks like this A execute is going to be started. Where is that bomb now?
Oh, I can't see the bomb, but this is feeling very disconnected from Marksmen. I'd like to see them take a timeout. Well, a timeout would help them, so I don't want them to take a timeout. But they should take a timeout and think things over a little bit. This round in particular has felt very disjointed. We had people kind of swinging out mid one by one, taking out A by herself.
Beautiful shot out of Philip there.
So that's a bit of a risk. It's a pretty far distance to just go for the one tap. If you crouch, your accuracy is a little better. Random spread is smaller. We learned
Random
things
spread,
here
yeah.
on the stream.
By the way, it's not on the dot. There is spread, if you didn't know. The more you know.
30 seconds remain.
Philip making
Really
his way out of
nobody's
con.
He's on A. But Tej is onto this particular play.
Great shot. Tej cleaning up the round yet again, and Opper in the making here. 3 kills on this round with the op. Absolute performance. 7-1 scoreline. Let's see if this T timeout comes through, and it's not. It's not going to come through. They definitely need to ice the kicker per se here.
Yeah,
It's not gonna happen.
Superman's rocking 154 ADR.
Yeah, pretty insane display of skill. Compared to last, I mean, we saw the clutch moments from last game, last map, but now we're actually seeing the routine gameplay come into effect here on Mirage, and they are looking clean. Zlep gets one, not ready for the hop up from Firebox. Bucksack takes him down, and that smoke is going to be walked straight through. Bucksack making the audible for his team. A hop up onto Tetris, and one more goes down. Still alive here. Not a molly inside as he peeks out for another. Can he get one more? No. In sandwich. Slimy trying to bring this back for his team. A 2v3 situation here. He's going to die from CT, and that's going to be it. Ladies and gentlemen, an 8th round, a dominant performance, and this might go the distance here. I'm looking in the horizon, seeing an Ancient possibly coming through unless the Marksman can turn this around.
What took so much util damage? Bucksack being able to pick up 2 just solidified that round even further. Like he fully ate a grenade.
Couldn't agree more.
I think it
here.
did 70 to him.
What's interesting to see here, Freeman, is we have a team that has a double the maps, and while I say double, I do want you to know it's 2 plays to 1 play. Double the maps played on Mirage, yet we're seeing them fall flat on a T side, and if anything, A T side shows you how much you're prepared as Teej gets one pick and another AXQ trying to take advantage of this. Slap falls flat. Teej, can he get another? It would be him, and he gets up by Slimy, turning it around. Philip, Slimy, 2v3 situation here. Nate comes in. Smartass is going to get taken down, and now a 1v2 situation. A Galil is not what you want here, and you are trapped behind triple. He's going to have to pop off. This would be an absolute display of skill here as he barely dodges the headshot. He's going to pop back up, and that shot's going to miss, leading to Knight getting a 9th round, and that timeout can't come any faster for Dr. Freeman.
Yeah. I wonder if there was a little bit of a misplay here from the Marksmen because their one of their smokes did not fully cover the jungle area. I think that let the Wagyu Warriors kind of...
to be honest with you, I think util, obviously, a very important part of that A-site take, but, I mean, we're seeing the Marksman fall flat on so many other levels. Look at the ADR split across the board. We're seeing a player like Slimy, who consistently, just a phenomenal player in that last map. I mean, we're looking at not a great display of skill. He got one op trade, but this aggression out of mid, I mean, you have to win mid to be able to play Mirage, typically across the board, because look at all this information they're going to have. They're going to know they have mid for free. That means you can stack these sites, and yet again, a B take. You only play B, you only rush B when they're playing mid, so this is actually a great call. 90 gets taken down. A great display of skill out of Philip there, and it's falling apart yet again from Cat. They're wide open, and the shots don't miss. Buck goes on a tear, now a 1v2 situation through window. Comes Smart, and the double op is successful. Ladies and gentlemen, a 10-round for the Wagyu Warriors.
10-1. All right, Marksmen really need this to have pretty much any chance.
I mean, we talked about a 13-1. Is this the 13-1 we foresaw at the beginning? A great spread of CVB there. Almost comes to fruition, too. I mean, we're just seeing a better team at display here for this map especially. But Ancient is going to be an absolute barn burner if we end up getting to it with Teej missing one shot out of window. That is not good. Smoking his own window is also questionable.
He's
Molly comes out.
flashing him. He's pop backing himself out.
Oh, okay. I see. My apologies.
And it worked really well.
It worked amazingly well, actually, as the Marksmen are going to fall flat yet again. Only 2. And Bucksack right behind him. The lurk from the smoke. A masterclass in gameplay here. Kiri bad spray hops out into Bucksack and gets taken down by Teej for a phenomenal half from the Wagyu Warriors. 11-1 scoreline. Dr. Freeman, this is the cow you must have been talking about.
Yeah, Superman and Teej both have 15 kills.
It's crazy. Look at the ADRs.
Clinical. It's incredible.
Absolutely. Talk to me about their T rating, though.
I don't know.
It's the same as Marksman's. So, the question becomes...
Do they actually 11-1 Uno reverse?
Yeah. The question becomes... Does it come down to the... And I mean this, the cleanest CT side you've ever seen? Let's see. I mean, let's see. It looks like they know what they're doing. Oh, they're going for a fake.
Space Monkey.
They're going for a fake.
Oh, the QB sneak on the round 1?
They're going for a fake. That is awesome. Even if they lose the round, they secure... Oh, but this might fall flat. Philip doesn't get one, though. And the rotations come in. It's going to work. Oh, but no.
He doesn't fall for it.
Oh, one anchor. He has to win one fight, but they might get the B side here. They're actually tearing through him. 3v3 situation, and the full rotate comes out, and he's going to be able to get that bomb down. The QB fake, the QB sneak is going to work out, and Space Monkey goes down regardless. They didn't even need that 5th player. A phenomenal B take nonetheless, and a 12th round. We might be looking at the 13-1 Mirage scoreline here. You know, if you showed me this round, Dr. Freeman, and you said, hey, the score is 12-1. Marksmen have gone through an entire half, and the score is 12-1. Now they're going to play on Inferno. You know what I tell you? I wouldn't say they're going to win, but they did. Because this has been a horrid display out of the Marksmen based on what we saw last round. They are not ready for this Mirage out of Wagyu. And it looks like, even though Wagyu has not played this map, their B is just dominant as they head in here. A great hop out from on Philip. Slep goes down, and B is just falling flat. No util.
They do
it again. The same play. That is a phenomenal call, but no, this is not good. The lurk this time, and they're not going to be able to make it. It's actually going to be a 2-12 scoreline here as the stick will go through. He doesn't have the time. There's no way. That is it. What a great play. I respect. I mean, you gotta respect the call to do it again. That is just awesome IGLing. Oh man, but it falls flat with the lurk from Kiri.
He did trigger discipline to make sure that that bomb got planted so that he could win.
That is the marks of a skilled player, definitely knowing how to control the game like that. But Smart is going to see one cross and a great nade, great util damage out of the Marksman here. Wide peek, and this is not good. Now a 1v4 out of underpass, and a force falls flat on the 15th round of play there.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind I think they don't need to pause here, but just kind of end this round quickly.
Yeah. No doubt.
And basically, this round, they're just calling the next round.
Yeah, I mean, a French timeout would not be a bad idea here. Sitting in spawn, talking about the next round, recollecting and finishing out this Marksman squad, heading into a third map of play, should be on the horizon for this Wagyu Warrior team here. Looks like a possible A execute in the mix here, but a split and 2 players on B. I mean, you have your default Mirage setup here, pretty much by the books, except you have a player at triple. Now moving closer instead of ticket. That's usually what you'd want, but the player on stairs does so much work for the team here. Stopping this push, and they're going for a waterfall. Interesting enough, this nade pop could be huge. He could see 2, but the nade damage that he doesn't even know he got as the waterfall comes out. Kiri in a great spot to take advantage. A horrible spray, though, opens this round right up. Slimy, huge damage. But Buck found through, and now a 2v2 situation. Slimy, Philip trying to make sense of this round, trying to do something. Knight has a great position. Oh, but he doesn't get the kill, and that's going to be it. Bomb gets down, though, so a great buy into the next.
That was closer than it needed.
That was way closer, but look at this nade. This nade. Oh, man, the util damage out of Marksman, interestingly enough.
Kickflip.
This round. Beautiful kickflip.
So, comes down to this. Match point. Op on Superman. Wonder where he's going with that. Looks like mid.
Definitely for the window, but, I mean, we have, what, 2 ops in play here. Double op on Mirage is risky. Slimy has to get the job done here. If they try something like a B, it's going to be bad, but a great shot out of Superman. And now Slap. A good nade, but it falls flat. No damage, and the Marksman squad's probably trembling right now as that bomb's going to be an underpass, ready to do some sort of split here. Whether it's B or A, I'm not sure. Looking like they're leaning towards B, but 2 players on means this can be shut down, but this cat play is going to be huge. And the timing is not found. Slap gets turned and burned by CVB. A phenomenal play that opens up this round. My goodness, Wagyu Warriors looking to finish out here. And an absolute whiff by Zlep is not going to help.
Yeah, Zlep was spotted by the Warriors going into ladder, so that's why CVB was clearing it so adamantly. But he got 180'd.
This slowdown, I don't know if it's the move, to be honest with you, Freeman. I mean, you have so much information at this point. You have to know that one is around bench, van, empty, any of these spots on the B side, but your cat player is dead. It means that if you executed on that site, which you were ready to do so, and it looks like it's coming through now, the rotation's coming in. Philip can't even get one, and we are looking at what could be the final round of play here. Slimy taking one shot. A 4v2 situation. Slimy would have to go huge. Doesn't know about the player behind ban, and he's working his way out. He's probably going to get peeked here. The hop over from the opper. A missed shot from Superman could cost him the round, as now only a 2v2 situation. And Slimy pressing his advantage gets a dink, but it's not good enough, and the op shot comes through out of Superman, leading to a 13-4 scoreline. Very similar to that 13-5 from the Inferno. Dr. Freeman, what a display out of the Cal squad here, the Wagyu Warriors.
Yeah, I'd say a little bit of luck went a really long way and sort of snowballed a lot of rounds together.
Absolutely.
That Marksman did have a number of chances, but overall, Wagyu Warriors came through.
Yeah, and I mean, honestly, big ups to Wagyu to have the mental to go into that next game and put on that performance. That takes an absolute amount of determination, and I mean, they seemed unbothered by that Inferno display because, I mean, we see two maps here that both teams have rarely played, and it turns out the one that played it less was the one on top. So, phenomenal game out of Wagyu Warriors, and can't wait to see this third map.
Yeah, absolutely. I wonder. I'm a little bit wondering how. So each team both lost their own map pick, but on each of those, I'm being
the
told
picks
in
were
my ear,
incorrect. Okay.
the picks were swapped.
Yeah, the
They
picks
both
were
won
swapped,
their own.
which makes
Okay.
it even more crazy, actually. Oh, okay. Well, no.
Okay.
Wait, the picks were
No, no, no,
swapped?
Yeah.
So they lost
each
their
team won their own map.
Yeah, okay, no. I understand now. I understand. Okay, right. So we're getting sorry for the confusion, everyone. They both picked and won their own maps, right? So
Yeah.
exactly what you'd expect. They counterplayed into each other's picks. Seemingly Wagyu's been a masterful display of strategy here, picking Mirage against this team, especially when it's a map they haven't played, and it worked. I mean, it worked very well. And now we're heading into a third map. And Freeman, I don't know if you've looked at these two teams, but Ancient is a map they're both veterans on, so we might see some of the best Counter-Strike we've seen in this series on this map.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to. I wonder how they're going to handle mid control. I've seen a lot of interesting B aggression coming out of CT side. It's really it feels a little bit reverse in that the CTs can really take hold of this map control and not let it go.
I'm gonna have to concur. I mean, I think the Marksman's T side on Inferno was wonderful to watch. Personally, I think it was refined. I think they did everything they were supposed to. They had default pretty much every round. They never did an execute, and they made it work every round. They played the time to perfection. So on a map like Ancient, which in my opinion I don't think is very akin to either Mirage or Ancient, Mirage or Inferno. I mean, we're looking at a different style, a map more like Dust that plays more like Dust, where individuals shine. And in that last half, map, we saw Tej and Superman really show up, as well as people like Kira on the other side that were just absolutely destroying the opposition.
For sure. I think we are going to throw it to a quick break while we wait for Ancient to come up. Any last words before we go to break?
I don't know. I'm excited though. This is some good Counter-Strike, no doubt about it.
Next match coming up in probably less than 5 minutes. We'll see you all soon. Go for the next match.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Counter-Strike Confederation. Map 3 of 3 here. Wagyu Warriors against Marksmen. Here we have quite the display. In order here on the Ancient map, we have two teams that are both veterans at Ancient when it comes to this series. And it looks like we're going to have a B hit in the making here. Playing off the util. Knight with a nade, ready to pummel these players. But through A main, a lot of noise is made in the rotation. Looks like they're going to be falling for it. A smoke, and Space Monkey's going to walk out. Gets a free pick, and now the rotation's coming back. A great nade out of Knight, and it looks like we're playing for retake here.
Yeah, they fell for that A-fake hard.
No doubt, and it's falling apart for the Wagyu Warriors here. A great play out of the Marksman. And Slap taking down another one. CBB would have to pull off the impossible here. 1v5, normal regulation. 1v5, and he can't even get one. That is a phenomenal round for the Marksman. A great play and a great call out of the IGL. Heading into round 2 here, it'll be interesting to see. With no kills, they're going to have to full save.
Yeah, the am I seeing this right? Tease. Okay, they're buying guns. Okay, they're thinking about it.
I would
guns
hope
are
they
better
would.
than one.
Nothing like a save round.
Slimy sticks with deagles. I mean, Teagles. Dualies.
Yep.
Probably going to be off pretty soon. Best you can. Wow.
And
What a
a
grenade.
weird mid-push falls so flat. Bucksack having to clean up for his team here. Can't get one. Misses the one tap. And that's an easy second round for the Marksman here as we head into the third round of play.
Do
Possibly.
we have a replay on that nade? 'Cause that was incredible.
I would love to see that, but I don't believe we
I'm
do.
being told we do not. Actually, we can check. Can we check the util damage? Observer, you're being summoned. Check util damage.
Wow.
299.
229 is crazy on the util damage here as we have great mid push, great mid activity, but a huge push out of Zlep. It gets shut down quick, and now the Marksman trembling on a full buy. They are fighting for this mid here. Bomb is put out, and he's going to get shut down, but the trades come through. Kiri has to get one more, and he can't.
Wow, Teej with a long range SMG.
That MP9 can do the numbers. A great nade onto Slimy. Full damage almost off by 1 point.
And they know where he is.
You know where he is, and that
Bomb, it's bomb down middle. It is.
Bomb is down in a horrible spot, and a second round op buy. He's definitely going to be making that decision to throw it away. That is a bad buy to make, and he's probably going to be throwing his life away here. Never give up, though. There's always a chance. What? Looks like he's trying to grab the AKs. He's not going to be able to get any here. He's going to peek out.
I wonder where that AK went, Teej.
Looks like Slimy's going to go down there after a solid attempt. That op buy is going to cripple this economy, though. As we head into the fourth round of play.
Yeah, Philip took basically an all-in strategy on that spray.
Yeah, no doubt
I
about
guess
it.
he got basically triple swung from.
Please tell me that's not another op. Is that all right? We have a fourth round op buy as well. Let's see if it makes it through the round. The op itself, not talking about the player. As last time it was discarded. Space Monkey in a great spot here to stop this aggression out of cave, and that timing is perfection, but can he get it through the wall? He sees another, eats a nade, and now Space Monkey is going to be fighting for his life here as they try to take cat control.
Incredible that Teej was able to make that out there.
Yeah, Teej getting very
2 HP.
lucky. But a 5v5 still, sorry, a 5v4. Slimy's been taken down, and we're seeing Wagyu on rifles. A completely different breed Oh, but this aggression out of Pucksack could fall flat. 2 players, 1 to trade. If he screws up here, he'd have to walk over this op. And it's so low. It's actually so in his favor. But if he lets him swing, he sees that shadow, and now he's going to be clearing. Sees 1, gets traded out. But then Philip with a second. Now a 3v3 situation. Philip evening it out. He's going to get caught by Tej, but no. Philip on a tear. CVB trying to clear up. And just damage found. He tries to get the job done. 2 players in cave, not the post plants you want, but expecting from the wrong side of play here is going to be the T side, the Marksmen. Doing everything they can to keep this round in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of low health players here, making sure they're not getting flanked. That's not where the damage is coming from. 1 flash, and that's it as for the CTs from this retake.
1 kill from Space Monkey onto CVB. Smart needs to get out of here. Superman not in the position. Has the kid, but it's not going to work out. And he's going to be getting chased by Space Monkey, who's going to die to this bomb. A great flash and a conversion for a kill. That is a phenomenal play from Superman to just try and get 1 kill there. And a great flash.
CVB taking a little gamble that nobody was in cave holding it, but didn't work out.
It did not, and we're seeing great cat control from the CT side. I gotta commend these Wagyu Warriors for trying to take this because it has been working, has been slowing down these marksmen, but these late rounds, they've been falling flat again and again. It's the same thing as Inferno, to be honest with you, Dr. Freeman. I'm seeing late rounds, they're throwing their lives away, but other than that, the start of these rounds is phenomenal. They fight for cave. Kira walking in. 2 players in cave now, but a close angle from Tej. He needs to pop off here. The Molly forces him into the fight, and he's going to get taken down.
He gets 1, which is kind of incredible in that situation.
Incredible. Sorry, my screen froze, and I can't see anything right now, so all you, Dr.
Pistols
Freeman.
get net 2 kills, so it's a 2v2. As the T's come through. Kiri grabbing the bomb, coming up B-ramp. The CTs are sticking together. We come up shelf. This is going to be a 1-on-2. For Kiri, who's moving his way into the B bomb site. Planting on the 3-point line, my favorite plant spot. Kiri making his way down ramp. Oh, gonna probably go for this cave flank. Which
There's no shot, right? There's no way that he sticks the 10-second, but not watching from cave is 1, and a great play out of Kiri, a great transfer, knows the timing to a T, takes down. Oh man, wow. No, he didn't stop it. He didn't stop it. You're right. Wagyu Warriors get another round, and just a perfect timed defuse ends up working out. That is insane.
This kill is such a bonus.
That is such a bonus. That's such a huge play from Tej.
Wow.
They got it. Yeah.
I'm speech, but without. What's that word?
Speechless, I believe.
I don't think that's it.
Right, as we head into the 6th round of play here for the Wagyu Warriors and Marksmen. A little bit of mid control, but a strong default. They're going to have Cheetah under lock here. Philip takes light damage from that nade, opening up to a 1-tap headshot. CDB fighting for mid here, open to elbow, but it's being held by his teammate. This is rudimentary. This is, sorry, not rudimentary. This is, well, yeah. Anyways, I don't know what that word means.
I'm not good at words either. What is word?
That is exactly what I'm going to do.
As
Bucksack gets a huge kill.
But that leaves the B site open in a 2v4 from the CSC.
Superman now in a 1v4 situation here. Timing on his side here. But no, maybe not. Kiri takes him down. And a 4th round for the Marksman. A dominant T-sided victory. It's looking like we might see some mounting momentum as the buy is crippled. A double for 2 players on the Wagyu Warriors. It's not looking very good. The team money very low. something
Yeah,
that's interesting to note. Sorry, please go ahead, Dr. Freeman.
No, you go.
Something that's interesting to note about these two teams is there's actually one team that, if you look at the stats, has a higher win rate, almost 25%, and that's going to be the Marksmen. And we might be seeing that in display here. CVP might be lurking through the smoke with the CZ. Will he do it? That's the question. Space Monkey making his way out on the B side. Huge pick from Slimy on the Tej. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we are seeing a late round. A bomb going down, and Bucksack walking right into Space Monkey, but Space Monkey's ready. Takes down one. Goes for a flash. Can he get the repeat? No, and Kiri, I mean, it's just so clean from these Marksman players. We're just seeing an absolute wipe, an absolute breakdown from the Wagyu Warriors, and hopefully on this buy they can turn it around, but it's going to be a half buy again. The eco ruined off of that double. Yeah, maybe a timeout in the making here. Maybe next round. We're not sure.
I was gonna point out that the T's lost the op at some point. They've won a couple of rounds. It was before that clutch.
Where is the op?
I think it got thrown off just in the middle of the round. They were
no
like,
shot.
Let's get out of here.
No way. Looks like another push down ramp. This is actually a classic eco play. Out of the Wagyu Warriors, a horrible spray gets taken advantage of. Kiri, now an AK in the hands. This could be possible, but the A execute is in full effect, and it's going to be a retake situation here. One HE grenade on Bucksack to work with. Only armor on him as well. Space Monkey is playing a little aggressive, which might not work out here. Philip playing close to A main. They're going to have to hear this. And the post plants are going to work out. A smoke is going to shut this down. An HE to stop the push. And ladies and gentlemen, we might be looking at a 6th round for the Marksman here.
Yeah, I think I'd like to see Buck save this. I think Superman may have got disconnected.
What a shot out of Night there. Through the smoke, onto Slap. This is honestly possible. But will they go for it? Remains to be seen. Tej with the USP, not the weapon you want, but the weapon you have, as he makes his way through Temple here.
No kits, but that did work. That did work out last time. Knight, get a 1D. Get a 1D. There you go.
Shot again out of Knight, but he gets taken down by Philip, and that save will come into full effect here. With an AK into the next round, the CTs are hoping to stop this mounting momentum. You're looking towards a 6-6 half if you're hopeful, but I'm feeling like we might even be seeing an 8-4 here based on this Marksman team. Look at this spray.
Yeah, when we scrimmed and played Ancient, that particular angle is not very good to hold the B rush. We found it to be a very rough angle to hold it from, just because you get swung. Hard Slimy going wide with the op. Does work out for Slimy on the ramp. Wow, Philippek taking out Tej through the wall, getting revenge. Everything's left to CVB in a 1v3. He's far away. This is looking pretty close to unwinnable.
Pretty close indeed here. A 1v, what is that, 3 or 4? 3. 1v3 situation here. I hate to say it's winnable in most circumstances, but he doesn't have the timing. He doesn't have the space. He doesn't have anything here going for him. So we're looking at a 7th round for the Marksman. A victory is just ever getting away from us here. As we head into what's looking like a pretty dominant T side from the Marksman.
Yeah, almost every one of these rounds is in some ways winnable. But in league play, you don't want to go for things that are most likely just going to lose you your gun, which he lost his gun anyway.
So
it comes down to 2-7. This is not...
2-7 is not a scoreline you're really happy about, and we still haven't seen a timeout, which is tragic because it could be what they need to kind of turn the table over here.
I would like to see some pause, some breath, some tactical discussion. This is the grand finals we're talking about.
Good util out of mid here. Pretty default display. Leaning towards A here, though, are the T side as they work their way out into mid. They're full of cat control. I mean, just a little bit of aggressiveness from the CT squad could have stifled that approach from Cat. A nade is going to get heard there, but a great shot out of Bucksack. Takes one, and now this round might be open. A little bit of a gap. Bucksack might get found out here. It would be a bad play from Kiri to try to exploit this. And he's going to try He walks out into the dig, but gets the job done, and now Space Monkey chefing up these CT-sided players, the Wagyu Warriors, trying to reel something out of this. BB, CZ Legend has the dink, almost gets the job done, but no. Space Monkey now holding down this donut, and it is again a late round opportunity. We're speeding towards an 8th round for the Marksmen here. 2v4. It's been done before. But do they have what it takes? Knight has the deagle. He's hit the shots before, and he shoots again, and he scores.
These one digs are freaking incredible.
They absolutely are. It's a pleasure to watch him play, but oh, he spoke too soon. A miss, and Knight's gonna go down to Kiri after a pretty great shot there through donut.
Now the CTs have all their guns, all but Superman.
All but
the
Superman,
can hope for.
who has the op. We know he can perform with an op here, but check out that ADR. That is not what we want to see. A level of inconsistency like that can really cost you a game. But let's take a look at Kiri. Has 15 kills, 4 deaths. I'm sorry, 4 deaths in 9 rounds is pretty phenomenal. This shot from Superman, not what you want to see.
A lot of fire.
A lot of fire in cave here. A flash goes through, and he's going to peek off that. It's fine.
Ooh. Space Monkey gets the better of Superman with the one-shot AK. Two v4 situation, but all the teams are on being together. And Marksmen come on top.
Marksmen coming on top, round after round here.
Coming out on top.
Coming out on top.
And the last round of the half is upon us.
It absolutely is, and if we're looking at a very similar scoreline to that Inferno game we watched earlier. Just an absolute dominant display from the Marksmen here. Not really the barn burner we were looking for, but maybe these Wagyu Warriors can turn it around. I mean, CT on Ancient is typically not what you want to start with. So maybe we'll see a T-sided resurgence. Presence through mid. CVB is not going to find it. Almost gets shot by that off, but a missed shot out of Slimy, and the nade damage comes through. Heavy interactions over here on the B side. Philippek with the nade. Here's the flash. Space Monkey. And a re-smoke is going to shut down these ambitions of a B side. But look over on the A side here. A wide open opportunity for Slap. He's going to know Nighty's there, but he's not going to know this peek's coming, and he gets shut down. Bad crosshair placement results in a huge pick out of Knight. And a bad peek into a Slimy op. Opens up this site once more, hoping for one more round. Bucksack, Teach, trying to bring it back from the brink. The smoke goes out into CT. It seems like it's all on Teach as the lockout comes through. And the crosshair placement's perfect, but the spray doesn't achieve what it needs to, and the peek out from Slimy takes down Bucksack, resulting in a 10-2 half and a phenomenal display of skill, a phenomenal display of terrorist.
Yeah, that it's rough. No other way to say it.
Absolutely rough. I mean, you have the experience here, Dr. Freeman, to tell me, does the Wagyu Warriors have what it takes to bring this back in the round and in the third map where everything is on the line here? Do they have what it takes to bring it back on a T-sided Ancient?
I think they're a smart-ass Superman, and they can do it.
Well, you heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen. I think that we might have a possible comeback from the Wagyu Warriors here. It's all going to come down to this pistol round. If they lose it like last time, we might see a fast victory for Wagyu Warriors. But yet again, just phenomenal plays with that dually. And no, it falls flat. Bucksack with a huge 2, making their execution onto the A site. Now all is possible in the realm of the Wagyu Warriors right now. As Philippek heads through Temple, has to find one, misses a shot, and Bucksack doesn't need to overextend here. If he does, it could be the final kill. Slep gets one through the smoke. Wow. A double peek out of Temple. Bucksack gets one. Can he get 2? 2 players shooting one. Slap going insane with the dualies. Now 1v1 situation here. Bucksack a tap, and that is going to be it, ladies and gentlemen. Slap gets 3 with the dualies and shows that he has what it takes to win out the first pistol round of this second half.
You know what happens when it's on match point in the grand finals?
What happens?
You get a little mad cow disease.
Little mad cow disease. That's right, ladies and gentlemen.
Ham.
They're coming.
They're gonna go beef, not ham. They're not going ham. They're going beef.
And I think you got to be right, because how else are you going to lose a round like that? That Bucksack brings back from the bank. He gets 2. He opens up the round entirely. I mean, we're talking a 4v3, and Slep is just shooting through the smoke. He's making it happen again and again, and the slowdown from Bucksack would have been huge there. But it gets taken advantage of fully, and now a force buy. Space Monkey playing early. This would be the round where we see the advantages at display. Kiri just shutting down these poor Wagyu Warriors. Through the smoke, the game sense on display is fascinating. Another one through the smoke, a third one, and he is just a monster. Untamed, and Zlep staring at his enemy as he finishes him. Smartest Superman. And now, ladies and gentlemen, a sad outcome for the Wagyu Warriors. Marksmen, an absolute display of skill, and an earned victory at that, with 12-2 on the board. A penultimate round for the Wagyu Warriors to try and come back from the brink here. It's not looking good. Marksmen have taken advantage of every opportunity they've been given.
I know why the cow are losing this round.
Do tell.
Match. There's not enough emoji spam from Twitch chat.
That's true. There's not enough moves in the chat to help out.
Not enough moves.
They gotta awaken this mad cow disease, but look at this buy. This would be something insane, and they're just walking through mollies, walking up, a flash assist, but this is not a smart play out of CVB, who gets taken down, and a stack on the B site leaves the A site completely open, but a fast rotate might actually work out in the favor of the Wagyu Warriors, but Tej showing presence all the way through is not what you want to do, especially when you have 3 on the ramp, and the boost falls flat. Space Monkey takes him down, and ladies and gentlemen, a flash goes up. Space Monkey has to get 2 here, and one more fight is all that could remain, but no, it gets opened up. Tej, 2v3 situation here for the win. Everything on the line. The mad cow disease rampant. Trade of weapons to Slap. Oh, and Tej goes down. Zlep now just Superman has to get one, and he can. And ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be it. Ladies and gentlemen, 13-2 scoreline, a dominant performance in the third map of play here, and just a phenomenal end to a round for the Marksman team.
Yeah, they tripped a little bit on map 2. Maybe they just kind of threw that as a gimme, but Marksman came out on top. Very, very strong, very powerful performance. Very good players on both sides, but Marksmen are coming out on top tonight.
Marksmen are indeed. The rating proved to show that they were more likely to win on this map. Not only that, we saw just, I mean, we have to put a spotlight onto Kiri there. That was some phenomenal. Just that last round, that 12th round for the Marksmen. I mean, that was insane. 3 kills through the smoke. That game sense that you have to have for Ancient is just phenomenal.
I'm hearing that we have an interview with Kiri lined up.
Well, say less.
We'll switch a Rooney. Does that mean it's Discord audio? They can hear you.
What's up?
Hi, Kiri. Welcome.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
How do you feel after that victory?
We feel really good because all season long she was kind of doubted, so it feels really good to actually just win.
All right. And I mean, what a display on that 12th round victory for you. I mean, you got 3 through the smoke there. That Ancient was beautiful. I mean, I saw you popping off on Mirage, and that Inferno from your whole team was just textbook. It lined up beautifully for a good third map there, but you guys on Ancient was just something else. You think there's anything you can attribute that to?
I kind of anti-stratted them on Ancient since I actually looked at their prior games.
All right, all right. And I mean, you had to the ban on Anubis was smart, seeing as that's one of your insta bans and one of their only maps they really play. So I mean, you played a phenomenal game. I mean, is there anything specifically you went after when it came to anti-stratting? Any certain play they did?
Yeah, I was mostly looking at least on Ancient, we saw that they pretty much always fought two aggressive mid and one in cave. So our focus was on trying to bully the B player or just bully the extremities and then also just try to isolate the cave guy. And then I
Phenomenal,
would just be able to lurk out late.
Dr. Freeman.
Nice. Yeah. Tell me about your your opping strategy. What was the idea there? Picking up pretty early um, on Ancient, and then
I,
kind of abandoning.
yeah, I mean, Slime was feeling it, but then we kind of just got destroyed early in that round, so we didn't want to give up the op to the CT side, so we decided to throw it away.
Yeah, and then I guess the question is like you just I guess maybe am I remembering right? You basically didn't need the op ever again. You just kind of just
Yeah.
ran through them.
Pretty much, yeah. Well, that was about the last time we saw it, other than the round after. So, I mean, an op third round and fourth round is kind of a crazy strat, but I mean, it ends up working out. I mean, just a phenomenal display of skill from you guys, from Marksman. I mean, but talk to me about that Mirage. What went wrong there?
So the early game kind of just got away from us. From there, we got a little bit tilted,
Okay,
and then just
you
kind
guys.
of death balled from there.
I see. So something we were talking about here on the casting desk is where was that timeout? I mean, we went through what 6 rounds in a row where I mean, you got to ice the kicker there, right? Is that something you guys just work through round by round, or you just don't like timeouts? What was up with the calls during that game?
Yeah, I mean, usually we just talk about it like the dead people, anyways, what we want to do. So we definitely should have called a timeout just to cool down, but in terms of like strategy, I never really called timeouts too much.
Yeah, so what do you say to your team in between maps 2 and 3 in order to bring it all together and settle down for that final map to win the grand finals?
Ancient is like our best map, and we beat Cal on it pretty comfortably before. So I told them we just need to not think about Mirage. That just happened, but we are super confident on Ancient, and we know we have a really strong play style against them.
And it was shown. There's no doubt about that. I mean, phenomenal work from you, Kiri. Is there any other words that anybody want to thank? Anything
Any
like
shout
that?
outs?
Yeah, I mean, just shout out the HC team in general, and like Nade just stuck by us the entire time. He helped me with the anti-stratting.
Is that your coach?
He's the GM.
GM, got you.
Yeah, yeah,
Very nice.
Well, congratulations to you, your squad. Enjoy your prize winnings,
yeah.
which
Thank you.
is an emoji trophy next to your name. Welcome to the club.
Hell yeah, thank you.
Congratulations.
Um, okay, well, I
Yep.
guess that.
All right.
what,
Observer is on it.
what
Woo!
do we do now? I don't want to end the stream. I just want to hang out.
Oh, wait, there's not another game?
No.
Oh, I'm here till 4 a.m.
All right, well,
Thank
GG's. Thanks for the interview.
All right.
thank you,
Well,
Kiri.
you have a good
Yeah,
one,
I'll see you
Kiri.
guys. Thank you. GG's.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is going to wrap up the grand finals of the premiere. I mean, what a series. I mean, that was as my first cast, that was a great watch. I actually really enjoyed that Mirage map. Ancient was a bit of a stomp, and so was Inferno, but seeing Wagyu Warriors come out and just try and fight that Mirage map was very nice. But yeah, Freeman, it was a pleasure.
Mike, it was great casting with you. I'm usually in the observer seat, so this has been a lot of fun. And welcome to the casting couch. It's your first time here. Look forward to working with you again in the future.
Of course, anytime.
We're going to end things here. We're going to throw it to a bit of a highlight reel from all of the matches today, and we will see everybody later. And if you want to join the league, check out discord.gg/CSC. Join the Discord, ask around. League's a lot of fun. North American, all skill levels are welcome. And that does it for us here. Thanks to our producer, Emeralds, and Observer Quattro. Anything? Did I forget anything?
No, I can't think of anything. You guys have a great night.